and it was all about the bottom line and the profitability, and it was all about profit. And
Hello everyone, Elle Ballard is here today on the Empowered Global Women in Business podcast with my beautiful guest, Shay Hoelscher. Hi Shay, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So great to have you. I am excited. I love your style, the way we met this morning, and I'm excited for this conversation and what you do. So Shay is a CEO and founder of Prive products, and we'll talk about what those are here and just more about your story. And before we jump into that, Shay, please share with us, how did your career in this field start? Maybe there is a personal story that it connects to, or why did you want to create your impact in this field?
Well, I've just had an amazing journey in my career, and I started right out of college working for a hair care distributor, selling door to door to salons. And so my career started right out of college, and I quickly found a path that's just been incredible. And through my journey and the development of my career and advancing, led me to many high-level leadership executive roles within big multinational beauty hair care brands. And so through the last 4 decades, learned so much about what I always thought and dreamt of having in my own company. So really, the actual brand that I have today and the company that I lead is all about all of my lens and my journey and everything that I've learned along the way, and things that I saw and learned and loved, and things I didn't love, and has really shaped the company that I have today with what I've seen and what I've experienced.
Beautiful. Yeah. So what is Prive products? What are the products?
So Prive Products is a salon quality brand, and the whole concept behind the brand is, one thing that I love and I'm very passionate about is using very clean, healthy products. Whatever I put in my body, what I put on my body.
Yeah.
And, having worked for so many large corporations, and it was all about the bottom line and the profitability, and it was all about profit. And I used to have this thought and dream as I saw and sat in so many marketing meetings about the product. I thought, someday I'm going to have an amazing brand that has high quality, clean ingredients that is good for you, good for the planet, and good for your skin. And for me, the brand really speaks to really the purpose over profit. And it's all about making an incredible, high quality, high performance product. So you don't have to give up anything to use a great product, but what's in the bottle really counts. So that
Yeah.
is really about what entails and is about Prive products. And the other two things that are very important to me, and one of the two key pillars, is the piece of not only the story of what's in the bottle, which is the quality and the ingredients, but it's really about the social responsibility of helping others. And one of the things that we do is we give 1% back to every dollar we make goes to a nonprofit to help women in need called Project Beauty Share. And then the third piece that really speaks to the voice and who we are as a brand is having been a female all of my life and sat in lots of leadership and marketing meetings, and noticed that even though we're catering mostly to women, I've always been surrounded by men, and always dreamt of having a company or a team that was inclusive, and wanted to be a part of something that would show that any young girl or future generations that anything's possible. So part of our branding is a strong female empowerment piece that speaks to and leading and showing that see her, be her, which has always been my mantra, and leading with kindness and inclusivity and
Oh, I
purpose.
love that. Yeah, yeah. It definitely resonates with me and what I do. And I see the synergy there for sure with everything you do, and support and clean products. Who doesn't want that today, right? There's
Everybody,
so
right?
much. There's, yeah, everybody. And so true what we put, inside and on scalp and hair. And yeah, I was just reading about it the other day. What we put on skin, if you think about it, it just goes so deep. So we just have to really be careful, not only inside, but just anything we deal with.
Yeah.
Um,
Our skin is our
it's
biggest organ. And if you think about
right.
that, we
Yeah.
absorb everything through our skin. So we don't think about what we're putting on our skin or our scalp or our face or where our body. So, so important.
So important, so important. Such a great mission you have, and what you do, and thank you for what you're doing, and just really leading with this beautiful. And it seems like I'm going to definitely check it out, and I'm looking forward to learning more about the brand and the products, and giving back that you do. And I am excited actually for our listeners, as we're speaking about the company and products, to offer something special that you are
Yeah,
offering for our listeners today as well.
absolutely. Yes. So I might as well
Thank
share it
you.
since you're asking me. For if you're listening, we have a special discount code for you. So you go to priveproducts.com and use the code is empowered50 is the code. Empowered50 will give you a 50% off on your first order at Prive
Wow.
Products.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's amazing. Yeah, and we'll put the link in the chat here, in the comment section of the audio recording and video recording as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for that, Shay. Um, I want to talk about you as a powerful, beautiful, strong woman building company as a CEO and founder. As you've been building this company, what are some of the most um, the deepest lessons or challenges that you encountered while building business and life that you would want to share with us today, with our listeners?
You know what? I launched the company at a very interesting time, shipped everything and launched Prive in December of 2019. And you can only imagine
Wow.
what happened after that. A brand new company, brand new line of products, diving into a very crowded market. And I think I think the greatest learning, as hard as it was, because it was during the time of the pandemic, and I just had to be patient, and I just
Yeah.
had to wait to see how things settled and what the new normal would be like, and make the pivots. But I think the thing that is always comes back to me when I think about lessons learned and what the takeaways are from any hardship or something that didn't go as planned was just to be patient, to follow your heart and stay the course. And that's a
Mm.
really hard thing to do when you feel the financial pressures or the stress of things did not go the way you had planned or hoped for based on what was going on in the marketplace, from everything being shut down and salons being closed and all the things that were happening just as I launched the brand. And stay the course and know that things were going to, whatever that new world was going to be like, but just had to have the confidence and courage and grit to stay the course.
Such great reminders, just being patient. I can totally relate how often we can just run through and it's just not moving fast enough. But it's a journey of, yeah, learning and growing the business. There's so many moving pieces that we have to, and launching during pandemic. Hello.
I mean, it's just always a common reminder. The other thing, I think the other gigantic takeaway, which is always a thing that I go back to, which is my North Star, is following my gut. I don't think that we follow our gut and listen to our intuition as much as we need to. And I know there's been so many times in life that you look back and say, I saw that. I felt that. I saw that red flag and I didn't listen and I didn't engage and I didn't ask myself the question. But what you think should be on the outside, a lot of times is not on the inside. And our strength that we have and our superpower really is that North Star and how we feel, because
Yeah.
it never, ever has guided me in the wrong direction, ever.
So
But I haven't
true.
listened, right? I haven't listened.
Yeah. 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 So true. Yeah. Thank you for that. Um, my next question, since we are on the Empowered Global Women in Business podcast, um, what does it mean for you to be an empowered global woman in business for you personally?
I think that probably the most important thing to me is to be authentic and
Yeah.
be empathetic. Um,
Mhm.
I think I shared with you when we first started chatting was the whole aspect of being, um, intentional, having a purpose, meaning, empathy. I think one of my mantras is beauty is kindness, and I think being authentic and leading with empathy is just one of the most important traits, and I those are part of my huge values in the way that I lead and everything that we do.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, you cannot beat authenticity, and
No,
yeah, and in this fast moving world and everything that's happening around us. Yeah,
and
having
it changes
empathy
so
just
quickly, right? Everything
changes
changes
so
so quickly.
quickly. Everything. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. I want to touch on the race car. We just had a brief conversation before this, and I just it intrigued me, and it just sounds so amazing and fun and adventurous. Can you tell us about your passion and what you love to do
Well,
outside of? Mhm.
I just think I feel so grateful, and I know that word's overused, but Phil, I have so much gratitude because I have had the great fortune to bring my absolute personal passion and my life work together. And
Mm,
just to go back a few years, I started. I've always had a passion for cars, and grew up in a family where racing in cars was a big deal. My dad raced go karts. I was a little girl at the track with him, and I was at his playground,
oh,
and so I was around
that's cool.
motorsports at a very young age, right? And
Yeah.
through my professional journey, and aspired to always buying a 911 Porsche, a street car. And where it really started was I bought my first street car, not a race car, a 911 Porsche, which was kind of a milestone for me and a dream.
Yeah.
And bought my first Porsche in 2009, and the rest is history. I started at a low level high performance driving clinic, and then went as I grew and became better and more skilled. Then I took it to the racetrack, and then one thing led to another, and I was very inspired. Of course, being the only female at the racetrack, which really plays into my empathy and my passion for leading and inspiring other women to be in high level leadership roles in my company, and through my journey, and and I was used to always being the only female at my high level positions within my journey in the big, huge corporate companies I worked for. And then, of course, being the only female at the racetrack, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this sport. And I was really passionate about wanting to bring other women into the sport. So as it went, was involved. I bought my first race car back in 2019, about the same time that I launched Prive. And it was very organic that I started to bring the concept of being a female race car driver into the kind of core values and underpinning of my company.
Oh,
And
that's
and
awesome. I
and
love
with that,
that.
wanting to bring the two together and how to mirror and
Yeah.
match what it meant. But it's really my passion for being a race car driver, which I'm competitive, but it's more of a rally cry in a way to all the young girls and the women out there that anything is possible, because you don't see many women in motorsports. So then it became even more powerful when 3 years ago, I connected with this incredibly talented, amazing, smart race car driver. She's a female. Her name's Sabra Cook, and I started sponsoring her in the Porsche Carrera Cup North America. She was the first female to race in the series here in North America, and so she
Awesome.
has become such a big part of my brand and the messaging and who Prive is and what we stand for. And follow your dreams, follow your passions. You can do it. Don't let anybody, take your place. There's a place for you at the table. You can do it. So it became such a big part of my branding, and that was really really organic. That was not part of the big plan. The plan was, of course, the ingredient story, clean brand. It was about female empowerment. It was about
Uh-huh.
giving back. And now I've created one of our
Yes.
taglines. What we talk about is engine for good. So using business for a force for good, my tagline at Prive is engine for good. So combination of supporting
Yeah.
car driver. And Elle, I am so proud because I started this back in 2023. And I don't know if you follow Formula One, who is connected with Charlotte Tilbury, and then there's Wella, who now just joined the F1 Academy, and we're seeing all of these other companies follow, my little tiny company, Prive Products, and they're now sponsoring female athletes who are race car drivers. I'm really proud of that. I love
Amazing.
being a visionary and
Yeah.
doing that. And I know that when I first brought the whole motorsports and female track days to my team, they thought I was just nuts. They're like, I don't get it, Shay. I don't get beauty. I don't get race cars. I don't get the two. But of course, because females are becoming more equal to men and
Yeah, it is beauty. It is
more,
beauty.
it's all beauty,
It-
right?
It's all
So,
beauty.
so
In the eye,
that
beauty
I,
is in the eye. Yeah.
so
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel so grateful that I've been able to connect the dots in a way that it's like this huge capstone in my life. It's my company, my beauty care company, and then my passion, which is the motorsports and the driving I've just brought it together.
I
It's so
love
inspiring.
that.
And it's different,
So
right?
inspiring. It's
So different.
different. It's your unique angle that you're bringing, and I love that so much. And oh wow, thank you for setting that example for
Yeah.
us women to race cars and just to have that adventure and fun. Maybe I should try it. Now you're inspiring me to try
And
it.
it is it
I've
is
never
it,
tried it.
it is it's thrilling. It's hard to describe the rush and the feel you get. They say there's a thing that they say that it's like, people, there's a silly saying about it being so addictive, so incredibly addictive, because you get so, and it's really like you're on. I'm not a golfer, but I guess it's a lot like playing golf. You're competing against yourself. You just want to continue to perfect
Yeah,
your swing or perfect your game or perfect the lap and perfect each turn and use every single tool that you have in that car to drive it on the gritty edge to go as fast as you can and to manage the weight balance and the way that your car is your tool and
yeah.
how you're able to hustle it around the track as fast as you can. It's
Wow.
really
You're
fun.
just inspiring me right now. I feel like I want to try
It's
it.
really fun.
What a beautiful story. I love it so much. I love this so much. On so many angles is inspiring to me because I love how you connected it to your business, your passion, and you're showing everyone that it's possible to combine the two. And now you actually have that name. You use the engine name, and oh, it's just so inspiring on so many levels to me. Beautiful, and it is beautiful to me because it is beauty from that angle. There's so many ways we can see things that are beautiful. Yeah, so inspiring. I feel like I
Yeah,
want to try it now. I
you
feel like I
should.
want to go try it now.
You
I
live in a really great area, part of the country. There's some
Yeah,
iconic racetracks where you are. Iconic, like the best. The best.
yeah, Yeah, we actually have some car shows here from time to time,
Oh,
and I
yes, you
see some
do.
beautiful, uh-huh,
Like Car Week is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yes, and yes, and just collection cars and just wow. I'll have to maybe reach out to you and see how can
Yes, you
I
should.
start on this. Yeah, because it's yeah, so much fun, so much fun. Yeah, and it's creativity and this adventures, and it gives you, yeah, it's just, I feel like it complements it too, right? I'm a dancer, and my passion is dancing, and so when I move, whether I do a slow or fast, it's yeah, it's just this creativity, this excitement, the insights that we receive. So I love,
It's
love,
very
love
much like
that.
that. It is like a dance. It is like a dance. Like the movement and the flow that you get when you hit it just perfectly at speed in a race car is
Oh,
just like that. It's amazing.
interesting. Yeah, interesting. So cool.
Thank
So
you.
cool. Love it. Okay, so we're going to move on to the rapid fire questions. And I just
Awesome.
have 5 quick questions for you. And my first question is your favorite book title, book name.
Atomic Habits. It's
Beautiful. I think
incredible.
I've heard about the book. I'll have to go back and it's familiar, very familiar name. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to check it out again, or maybe reread it again. Okay, winter or summer?
Probably summer, if I had to choose.
Yeah, beach or mountains?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. Honestly, I absolutely love the mountains in the summer too. Oh, that's a tough one.
Kind of
Probably,
both, right? In
yeah,
combination,
kind
it's
of both.
nice.
But if I
Uh,
only had, I'm trying to think, if I only had one choice, if I only had one choice, I'd probably choose the beach. If I had one
yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah. I hear you. Favorite international destination to visit?
Oh gosh, no question, Italy. Italy, Italy,
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Italy.
Okay, my final question. Thing that you have discovered about yourself recently.
I think I think in the last probably year and the challenges and the rewards of running a company and successfully running a company. I know that at where I'm in my life and my age, it is so meaningful for me. It has so much meaning. And what I'm realizing about myself is that first and foremost about anything in life is about that meaning and what it means to me as a human and how
Mm,
um, I I want to impact somebody else's life in a positive way. Like
beautifully
I have
said.
such an incredible passion to support and to sponsor Sabre Cook with what she's doing in racing, and that has so much meaning for me as a human, as a strong female, as a female, um, inspiring other young females of the future generations, and that anything is possible. And the meaning is absolutely probably something that has been just like this on me in the last year that
Mm-hmm.
has just showed up. Meaning is
Mm,
everything. When somebody says,
yeah.
when are you going to retire? I said, not retiring. This is so meaningful for me. This has so much
Yeah.
purpose.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so beautiful. Beautifully said. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Such a blessing. Oh, okay. My final question is anything as we are closing here, and again, we can remind our listeners to check out special offer from Shay and her company on these amazing products. And as we are closing, anything you want to share, anything you feel called to share, maybe around your mission, your message?
You know, I think when I look back at the journey and what I've learned is I think after all of the years and the gift in following my heart and listening to your gut are probably the greatest things that I can share with anybody, if somebody who's watching this podcast who might be younger, who's thinking about her career and where she's going. And the other thing I like to say is we want so bad to drive and guide our life, but it's really hard to do when you're younger. Just be patient and just let it be. You may not have the answer to everything, and you want to have the answer to everything when you're really, really young and you're starting in your career, but just follow and trust the process, because the process will show up and it will present itself in a way that gives you so much insight and learnings.
Thank you so much, Shay, for taking the time to be on our podcast. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. Loved our conversation.
Too.
Thank you.
It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity.
So wonderful, man.
Thank you.
So great to meet you.
You too. Thank you, Elle.